I got this message around a week or so ago. Thanks for the great video. I think it would be awesome if you could create a video on how to set up the expression pedal for pitch bend in lieu of a whammy bar. Well, thank you for the excellent and rather timely suggestion. We just went over setting up the expression pedal as a wah-wah pedal, and we can use the same options in setting up this preset. We're going to take it a step further by adding one more effect, the Nashville Overdrive. Now, don't let the name fool you. If you could find one of these out in the open market right now, it would run you at least $1,600. But just what is a whammy bar? Guitar World magazine has this to say. Let's get some definitions out of the way. You may have heard whammy bars referred to as vibrato bars and tremolo bars interchangeably. Technically, tremolo is an oscillation of volume, and vibrato is an oscillation of the pitch itself. The terms are used synonymously, but the correct definition for the mechanism we're talking about here is vibrato. In some circles, whammy refers only to the lock kind that can take a lot of abuse and still stay in tune, like the Floyd Rose. But more generally, it is a blanket term to describe any kind of vibrato bar. The term whammy became common slang among musicians in the 1950s. Fender would go on to perfect the early versions of whammy bars as we know them today. Companies like Floyd Rose and Kahler were not far behind. Whammy bars come in two main types, the detachable kind like the Fender and Floyd Rose, and those that are structurally part of the bridge, like the Bigsby. This preset mimics the whammy bar on a Stratocaster, which allows you to lower the pitch. Jimi Hendrix used the whammy bar on his Stratocaster to make sounds like incoming missiles and artillery gunfire. Listen to the Star Spangled Banner from the Woodstock soundtrack and Machine Gun from the Band of Gypsys album. Those tracks still sound amazing, and they were recorded 55 years ago. Alrighty, let's create our whammy bar preset. Step 1. I'm going to assume that you got yourself an expression pedal similar to the Mission EP1, which uses one TRS cable. And you also got yourself a good TRS cable, right? Step 2. If you haven't done this already, connect one end of the TRS cable to your expression pedal and connect the other end to the EXP1 jack on the back of the Tone Master Pro. Step 3. Go to the touchscreen or the Pro Control app. Start with an empty preset and click on the plus sign at either end of the signal path. You'll get the Add panel. Now go down the list and add the amp of your choice. For me, it's the 65 Deluxe Reverb. Click on the blue Confirm in the upper right-hand corner. Test it to make sure you're getting signal, then save your preset. Step 4. Click on the plus sign to the left of your amp. You'll get the Add panel again. Click on Effects, then click on Filters plus Pitch. Go down to the 7th pedal on the list, the pedal shifter, and select it. In case you aren't familiar with the pedal shifter, here's how Fender describes it in the model guide. Inspired by the pitch bend effect of the Digitech whammy pedal in whammy mode, which removes the dry signal. This effect is typically used by assigning the position parameter to an expression pedal, but is equally fun and useful when tied to a parameter change foot switch assignment. Controls, pitch. Select one of 10 pitch intervals for amount of pitch shift when position parameter is set to maximum. Position. Adjust the amount of pitch bend applied to input signal from unison at minimum to the interval determined by the pitch parameter at maximum. Click on the blue Confirm in the upper right-hand corner. Step 5. Click on the pedal shifter. The pedal shifter's pitch knob is currently set to plus oct, which means that it can shift up to 1 octave higher at this setting. This is the stock whammy pedal setting. We want to change this to -5th, which to me sounds the closest to a guitar's whammy bar. Save your preset. Step 6. Click on EXP Assign down in the lower left of the screen. Click the plus sign under EXP1. You'll get shown your preset. Click on the pedal shifter pedal, and a blue triangle shows up underneath it. Now click on the blue Confirm in the upper right-hand corner. Step 7. Now you're at the Select Parameter panel. Click on Position, which is the only available parameter to choose. Step 8. Now you're at the EXP1 Assignment panel. The default settings will work perfectly, So hit the back arrow twice to get back to your preset. And of course, save your preset. Step 9. Click on the plus sign to the left of the amp and the pedal shifter. You'll get the Add panel again. Click on Effects, then go down to the 8th pedal, the Nashville Overdrive. Select it and hit the blue Confirm button. We'll use the default settings for this pedal. Save your preset. Step 10. Test the expression pedal. It'll take a minute to get used to how this effect works because you're using your foot instead of your hand. If everything is working, great. If not, start over. That's it. Here's a little demo of how this preset should work. So here's what it sounds like with the pedal in the heel down position. Now let's move the pedal. There you go, just like a whammy bar. Now, if you watched my last video on setting up the wah-wah, you noticed how similar this procedure was for this preset. And now you have a preset with a whammy pedal imitating a guitar's whammy bar. And if you want to switch it back to the classic setting, just change the pitch parameter from -5th to +oct. You can save that as another preset, and now you'll have 2 whammy pedal presets as well as that wah-wah preset. That expression pedal is looking pretty good right now, am I right? And if you're still with me, thank you so much for stopping by and sticking around. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, drop me a comment here and I will get to them as soon as I possibly can. Now, I'll be having all new content next Wednesday. You don't want to miss that. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. All right, guys, have a stellar weekend, and I'll be talking with you next week.